Alright, fellas, welcome to another bi-weekly tidbit. Holy shit, the microphone sign in OBS just went all the way in the red, so hopefully that wasn't too loud. Um, Today's tidbit is don't F asterisk asterisk K with S asterisk, asterisk T. The funny Dutch from Red Dead Redemption reference, I had a plan, Arthur, follow the plan. He insists. Red Dead Redemption, if they just followed the plan, they would be in Tahiti, yada yada. This is going to be referring specifically to a training program for fucking strength or hypertrophy. And the advice that I will be giving you, the tidbit itself is follow the plan. Please, especially in the beginning. And by the beginning, I mean literally until you're like still a novice, which I am. I know some people say novice is a mindset, but it's like if you can't squat fucking 2.5 plates, which I can't yet. If you can't deadlift, like, twice your body weight, which, like, I can't yet, you're a novice, most likely, okay? What's it called? Especially in the beginning, this doesn't mean, like, for the first few weeks, fucking follow a plan and then go do whatever you want. The beginning, in terms of training, which is something you will hopefully be continuing for your whole life, is a long time. So for the first few years even, right? Now, you don't need to be following the exact same program, but you need to be consistent and have a plan that you stick to and not change prematurely, okay? Because every time you mess with something major, you somewhat reset your progress on it. This is why you don't really switch exercises every week, because if you're tracking it, which you should be, if you want to be making goals, you want to be adding those plus ones or plus fucking 5 pounds or whatever, it somewhat resets your progress because you have to relearn the movement if you switch to exercises every day. Now, this doesn't entirely reset things, so this isn't to like doom or black pill you into like never experimenting, never trying anything, especially if it's like specificity. This is why daily undulating periodization and that may be a completely different concept, but from what I understand, DUP and like West Side Barbell. Oh no, that's conjugate. Fuck, like conjugate and West Side Barbell style training. It's like keeping shit super specific, but they change exercises very often. But for the majority of people, you will not be running West Side. I am also not running West Side, so for those people, if you're just, getting some general strength and fucking size out of exercises, don't change them every day. Definitely not every day. Not every week, not every 2 weeks, not even every month if you can make progress on them, not even every 2 months if you can still make progress on them. Now, like 2 months, yeah, sure, you may fucking plateau, whatever. You may need to deload once or twice in that time. But basically, for as long as you can make progress on an exercise in whatever method you have set, please don't change it. Please, because if you fucking swap it around, you're gonna be back at square one, back at where you started, because it resets the skill of whatever exercise you're doing in that slot, and unless it's very specific, you're probably gonna have to relearn it and stop tracking whatever other movement you were doing, and therefore it will be a big old clusterfuck. So keep the same exercise for a bit, probably, okay? Thank you. Now, the biggest reason you may want to fuck with shit, it's far enough into the video, I can say the bad words, is shiny object syndrome. And this is something that I struggle with heavily. I still have not resolved. I'm making this video partially for myself. A bunch of videos I make for my younger self. This one I'm making for my current self because I still have this issue. The shiny object syndrome of new Peter Kacharian video. Oh wow, he talks in a funny accent and like, what's it called? Oh yippee, new arm training technique. I should abandon my entire program to go try this now. What you and I have to understand is that some tiny optimizations will make some difference if you strike gold, fucking eureka, and you find the right one, but not a lot, okay? And they will detract a bunch more if you end up constantly changing them than if you just follow a less than optimal, but still good enough plan for a long time consistently, and you, like, are mentally invested into it. Now, this is for the shiny object syndrome motherfuckers. Leave a little room for experimentation if you would like. If you can just, stick to the same exercises exactly for as long as you can make progress on them, sure. But if you cannot, I think the best way to go about doing it without sabotaging too much is like one small isolation or like kind of fucking tertiary movement. Like for example, instead of doing like you can alternate like the cable pullovers and like dumbbell pullovers that probably won't mess you up too much in the long run. But for example, you don't want to be switching from like sumo to conventional deadlift every week. You don't want to be switching from fucking like switching from what's it called? What would be a bad example? You don't want to be like, swapping out shit that's so unspecific every week. That's like, oh yeah, I do low bar fucking powerlifting squat. Oh, I just saw a Dr. Mike video in which he hack squats, so I'm gonna do fucking hack squats now. And then, oh, but I can't lift as much on that, so I'm gonna switch back. Obviously, that you shouldn't flip flop back and forth, but like these small little areas, like, oh, maybe I should do like a Bayesian curl instead of a dumbbell incline curl. Those things will not fuck you up as much, and those things are more for the contraction, getting more out of stretching, contraction, getting more out of the less weight, things like that. And therefore, on those, it's still cool if you like have a key few exercises that you stick to, but if you like switch them every once in a while, it's not as big of a deal as with the bigger movements, if that makes sense. Now, for the majority of the program, as I said, find something you enjoy and fucking stick to it, right? Something like, what's it called? You just find, like, don't switch your lat pull down grip every fucking session, except if, like, that's something you have for a specific reason. Just stick one, progress it for as long as you can, fucking switch, right? Deal it and, like, see if you can do that again. And if you don't like it, if it ends up messing up your shit, messing up your joints, switch. But until that happens, fucking find something you enjoy and stick to it, bruh, please. For example, I really enjoy, actually, I don't really enjoy in the moment, but I like what they do for me. Heel elevated paused front squats. I like this because I don't have to fucking load up as much weight, and well, obviously I know I'm gonna progress to higher weights eventually, but it's like relatively less feeling of being crushed, and you get to get a nice pause. They feel pretty good on my knees. I get to go actually low, and the heel elevated makes me feel like, Tom Platz, ball on me, man, fucking, cool fella. And it's a bunch of quad bias squats, which I can pair with low bar on other days. And I'm going to stick to that. I don't see a reason for switching out front squats until I stop progressing on them. I'm not going to flip-flop around to fucking, maybe I should do some like belt squat or Smith squat. Obviously in the future I'm going to try those out, but there's no reason to switch them out prematurely, is what I mean. This sometimes means looking weak in front of people who do not give a shit anyways. This is all in your head, as I guarantee probably no one, unless they're a real asshole, is going to come up to you in the gym and be like, hey, why are you lifting that weight, bruh? Why are you so bad at this? Probably no one's going to do that. It's only your mind, and it's your mindset. Like with many things in life, it is a mindset, and if you get your mind in the right place, do your shit with good form, push it intensely enough for it to create a adequate fucking stimulus, you're going to be fine. No one else is going to care. Yeah, your friends are going to be like, oh shit, you're getting bigger. You're going to get praise from them. You're going to get praise from yourself because you're making fucking progress towards something that you care about, and it's all going to be golden. Now, if you constantly worry about like, oh shit, this is a good example I just thought of. If you constantly worry about like, oh shit, I'm doing like really good form, like dumbbell press flies, because like, they feel great. I feel like they give me all the good stimulus markers that all the funny YouTubers told me. But I can't use as much weight on them as if I fucking half rep some fucking hundreds on the bench and just, kick those up for a few reps. But I'm sure everyone in the gym likes me a lot more because they see that I can half rep the hundreds for 3 reps. No. In the long term, you're going to get, fucking much bigger if you don't have this anxiety of constantly worrying about like everyone judging your strength levels. And it's okay to use the more out of less weight movements, right? Obviously, you shouldn't do like a fucking tempo negative, paused, giga heel elevated SSB fucking, plat squat when you can't even squat one full plate yet. Intentional voice crack. But it's perfectly fine to not be like, not look impressive while you're lifting, because I guarantee nobody except for you in there cares. And you will make better progress in the long term. So, hopefully this advice helped you into getting into the mindset of sticking with the program, letting the results speak for themselves. And after a while, you will be glad that you put in the work you did, and you didn't just fucking be this like jittery, anxious guy who's constantly adjusting his program, trying to find some little variable to fix. Alright, that was it. Have a good day. Fucking, oh yeah, the PSAT scores are back, by the way. The video I made about like fasting and shit, it worked. I did pretty well on that. Let's go.